Okay, I have another project for you. I started this one and I had several videos and it was turning out pretty cool, and somewhere along the line I pushed the wrong button and turned the wrong button off or something. So I'm going to just kind of do a walkthrough and flip through and show you what I'm making, and then at the end of the video I will have it all finished and show you the finished product. So what I did is I took canvas, just ordinary canvas, and this one is really soft on the back like flannel. I'm not sure what it is, but as canvas it works great. So I took it and I painted. I did the two different colors in the turquoise and blue and purple, and then the orange, pinks, and yellows. And then I had made myself, oh, by the way, it's all just painted with regular old cheap acrylic paints. So I had made myself this pattern. I just figured out what size I wanted it, made the pattern, and there we go. So I used the pattern, marked it off, and tore up my fabric into the little bitty pieces. And then I took them and just sewed them. This one is the one that gets folded in the center part. So when this other part is folded over it, you don't see all this down here. So when I did my stitching, I just left this part blank, because that way nothing gets caught on it and nobody's going to see it anyway. So I stitched ribbons and trims and couched a few strings and some paper and just wild stitching, painted interfacing. This is a piece of painted interfacing there, some more different ribbons and papers. I just took some organza and folded it up and chunked it up and just sewn pieces on. I didn't want anything in the perfect shapes. I wanted it kind of messy. So I did all of these, and then I did the blues, and I just simply stitched them together, straight stitching on the edges to make the little pockets. And then I did zigzag the top of this one, but I didn't really care for it. I'm gonna leave it because I don't want to rip it out. And so anyway, they're not all exactly alike. I guess maybe in painting or sewing it, shifted the size a little. So instead of zigzagging down the center to get a hinge, what I did was I used this stitch on my sewing machine. I dug out my instruction book from my sewing machine, and I was going to find the right words and the right name, and all it says is it's a decorative stitch. But these little stitches catch on the sides. This goes right down the middle, which makes this really flexible. So after doing all this, I decided it needed to have a tie. So I took what fabric was left over and I stitched it together, as you can see, sloppy again. And I stitched these bigger pieces together to make a front cover. Now I want to put this book together in an accordion style, and so I'm only going to put a cover on one side because I'm hoping to, down the road, add to it. So when I get done putting this all together, I will come on to the end of the video and show you the finished product. Thanks for watching. So here is the finished product. I put the ties on and I made me a cover, and I used all the leftovers and I just stitched things on it. I didn't want to put anything too heavy on the inside. It kind of looks like there's a pocket, and I don't know how many times I've tried to stick something in there, but there's not. I used a lot of the trims and things I sewed on it throughout to make the fringe, to make it fit just a little bit better. The one thing I did is, after I tied this on, I didn't like seeing the plain back, so I added just a little bit of color to it. So now it's all sewn together, folds out like this, and you have all these pockets. There's 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and then all the tops have little pocket spaces too. So It makes a really fun little book. And you just tie it all up. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to tie on, or excuse me, to sew on more pages after I get done and get it all full. So some of the things I've stuck in there is an envelope and some little tags. And there's 2 or 3 or 4 things in some of these pockets. And then I'm really into the zines right now. I have 2 zines in each one. And honestly, you could easily put several zines in there and have a nice little area for your fun zine collection. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. I know it wasn't the best video, and again, I apologize for that, but we're learning still, and I'm old, so this could be a long process. Thanks for watching.